want bread and respect and attention, not to say connection.
A newly opened musical is generating more than its share of buzz on Broadway. It pairs one of Hollywood's biggest stars with an acclaimed Tony-winning actress, and the results are theatrical magic. Jamie Wax is here with the story. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, Alex. The current Broadway production of Sunday in the Park with George is a revival of the Pulitzer Prize-winning 1984 musical that starred Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters. In this update, Jake Gyllenhaal dazzles in the lead male role. But Gyllenhaal himself will tell you, even he has been dazzled by the performance of his co-star, Annaleigh Ashford.
You're kinda cute when you're not so shy. Oh.
From a sassy assembly line worker making kinky boots on Broadway,
A respectable doctor watching naked prostitutes.
to a prostitute turned carnal research collaborator in Showtime's Masters of Sex,
Why would a woman lie about something like that?
God almighty, this is...
Annaleigh Ashford has been a master on stage and on screen.
Do you have a favorite role of all the roles you're known for in New York?
You know, I don't, but right now this one's pretty much my favorite.
Well, if you want bread and respect and attention.
The 31-year-old Ashford is starring in a revival of Stephen Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George as the mistress of the late 19th century French artist Georges Seurat, played by Jake Gyllenhaal.
They have never understood. And
The project, which started as a live concert,
And when the woman that you wanted
had Oscar nominee Gyllenhaal seeing stars.
You don't have to do what you're doing. You don't have to take the risks of doing Broadway theater, musical theater, especially such a difficult role as this. What draws you to this?
I do have to do it. We did this show as a stage reading initially, where Annaleigh and I, we knew we were going to be doing it for 4 nights. And I kind of immediately just fell in love with her.
No, now I want you to look out at the water.
I feel foolish.
What?
So in a lot of ways, it's all about connection and the people you're working with, particularly in the theater. And in this case, I just want to spend more time with her.
Sunday in the Park with George.
I won't make you sing on the street, but you do have an incredible line in the song that opens the show. It says, "There are worse things than..."
Staring at the water as you're posing for a picture after sleeping on the ferry, after getting up at 7 to come over to another.
In the middle of the river, half an hour from the city on a Sunday.
All in one breath.
All in one
That
breath.
take a while?
Yes, that took me like 2 days too. The baby was just born and I had my script in the nursery at like 3 o'clock in the morning, learning the lyrics. Isn't that kind of magical?
Ashford accepted the role while she was still pregnant with her first son.
When they asked me to do it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll have a 6-week-old. He'll be fine. He just like sleeps and he'll eat a lot. And they sleep so much that he didn't sleep and he ate a lot. And it was kind of crazy. I can't believe it did it.
There's a famous line from Sunday in the Park with George that there are only 2 things that last, children and art. That line's got to speak to you very much right now in your life.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Marie literally says there are only 2 worthwhile things to leave behind when you depart this world, children and art. And I think that line is so profound. And it's even more profound to me as a mother and to me as an artist in the time that we're living in. We're in a not just country, but world that's so divided right now. And I think as an artist, we have such a duty to take our audience into the world of the play and teach and grow and learn and explore.
Ashford, who was raised by a single mother, began performing at an early age outside Denver. She graduated from high school in just 3 years and moved to New York City for college.
Dear Al, he's a lucky guy. I'm like gonna cry. I got tears coming out of my nose.
Her first role on Broadway came in Legally Blonde, followed by the Broadway mainstay, Wicked.
No career like this happens right away. What were some of the hard times?
I actually went to EPAs and chorus calls for the first 3 years that I moved here, and I never got called back to one of them. Those years of not even a callback were so valuable in me finding my reason for doing it, and also kind of a fire to keep going, because as an actor, the audition never stops. Never.
Oh, Ed, I like it. Did you write it?
No, Beethoven.
Oh.
In 2015, Ashford won a Tony Award for her role alongside James Earl Jones in You Can't Take It With You. How was that experience?
Oh my God, totally overwhelming and a dream come true. And it's on my bookshelf mantle right now with a unicorn next to it because it was magical. It's like a unicorn. I can't believe it happened.
But this time around, producers decided not to make Sunday in the Park's limited run eligible for Tony contention. How did that decision come about, and how do you feel about it?
There's a line in the show that sums it all up perfectly and beautifully. We talk about the art of making art, and this is truly the art of making art. It's what it's about. It's about nothing more, nothing less.
The two of them definitely have great chemistry. In fact, their performances have both been called revelations by the critics. And even though they're not eligible for Tonys for this production, their performances are definitely award-worthy.
Why did the producers make that decision not to pull them out of Tony contention?
Well, they put out a statement because this show was put together so quickly, because they wanted to take advantage of an opportunity in the artist's schedule, and because it's a very limited run. They didn't feel it was fair to compete with a very good year for American musicals. But also, they would have had to give away, within a limited run, 1,600 plus seats to Tony voters.
Lot.
Yeah.
Well, I admire her persistence, particularly after like 2 years of no callbacks.
That's it.
That's a lot.
That's usually time to go home. She didn't go home, and we all
We all benefit
from that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Amy Wax, thank you very much.